name is Bob, and
My name is Scott.
we're coming to you from downtown Mariposa, and we're going to talk to you today about what's
up? What's
in
up,
Old-
Bob?
What in Old Town? This is
Name of the show is What's Up in Old Town Mariposa. Yes.
well, Scott. There's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Your hat.
Yes.
That's a nice hat.
Thank you.
Do you sell those down at the Mariposa Company store?
Well, as a matter of fact, Bob, it's funny you should ask. I do sell these in the Mariposa Company store. We have a great selection right now.
Well-
And if anybody's looking for an authentic straw hat or a felt hat like yourself, then come on down and my dad or I will help you find the hat that you've been
That's your dad?
dreaming of. That is my dad.
Really?
He's 81 years young and
And your dad and your mom are
Trish and Jim.
good friends
They are. They're good people.
and
And
sports fans.
They are sports fans.
And
It's
we're
your
gonna be
old
talking a
football
little,
buddy.
and we're going to be talking a little bit about sports today. But first,
Okay.
I want to hit the. There's some hot things going on around town.
Well, this being our first show in What's Up in Old Town, why don't you tell me what's going on in Old Town?
Miriam and her crew
Yep,
are back from vacation at Savory's,
that's right.
and well, I got to tell you,
Please tell me.
it was. Well, what's your favorite meal at Savory's?
Well, crab cakes are good there. The what is it? The figs wrapped in the olive leaves, that's good.
Have you tried the sashimi? Sashimi.
Sashimi.
Sashimi. It's Japanese.
I
It's-
understand
it's,
that.
It's very rare meat. It's very lightly.
Right, right.
That is, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. That's my.
That's your
favorite.
favorite, okay.
That's my favorite.
Well, get on down there because she's open now, right?
She's back in town.
Okay.
They take a little break.
Right.
Right after Christmas and.
I know they were packed over Valentine's Day, so
Yeah,
they're back in a big way.
They're back in a big way.
Okay.
And another thing, well, you know Jill Ballinger, right?
Right, she is the new proprietor of the River Rock Inn. They just purchased that and they've been remodeling it, and there you can see it. It's the oldest motel in Mariposa.
It is. And Jill is an amazing person. She used to be a reporter. She was actually the editor for the Mariposa Gazette for many years around here. She worked down and was working for UC Merced, and now she and her husband have taken over the old Mariposa hotel, that hotel,
Right.
River Rock Inn. And they're doing quite a job down there. So it's a completely different place than
And
what
they
it
and they
was.
serve food there as well, right?
They serve food
Okay.
there,
And they got
have-
rooms.
They have entertainment, and
Right,
they have
okay.
rooms, and it's pretty cool.
Right?
Another hot thing going on around town, this is butterfly country. Las Mariposas stands for butterfly. You knew
Yes.
that, right?
Spanish word for butterfly is mariposa.
Very good.
You like my
got-
pronunciation?
I'm very impressed.
I speak Spanish, hablo español, y también fala portugués. My wife is from Brazil. I don't know if you knew that, but she
Ah.
speaks Portuguese, so I speak Portuguese a little, and Spanish and English.
Well, I never
So
got
there.
past uno más cerveza, por favor.
That's you'll survive that way, Bob. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Anyway-
when we do the Cabo show, you can practice
I
that,
can
right? Okay.
accomplish it, and I want to talk to you about that.
Okay.
That's a great idea. But the Mariposa RCD, Resource Conservation District,
What is that
that
exactly?
is, they are they're a resource conservation district, and
Okay.
they do all kinds of things. They have plant sales, and they help ranchers and farmers with water conservation projects. And
Okay, so it's important to people in Mariposa. They
And
want
they-
to know who the resource conservation.
Oh, you did that.
Sorry,
already.
sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, this is
Okay, so they're having a flower sale.
the flower sale.
Okay.
And the big deal here is that they have a special mix of milkweeds that are the favorite food for monarch butterflies. And I don't know if you know about this yet, but monarch butterflies are starting to go extinct
I heard
because
about
their
that,
food
yes.
supply is disappearing. So there's a big effort to try to help people develop plants that support our butterfly
Okay.
populations. And the monarchs, of course, migrate between Mexico and the northern part of the United States, and so having food along the way is really important to their survival.
Well, I would imagine so, yeah.
So anyway,
And we have a big Mariposa Butterfly Festival, we got to keep, them
Absolutely,
fed.
absolutely. Did you hear about the earthquake?
Until you told me about it, I had no idea, but please explain some more what happened.
Down at the south end of the county.
When was
around
this?
Green Mountain. It was right after Valentine's Day. And,
Okay.
And there are rumors as to the source of the earthquake, but this is really a geological phenomenon. And we had a 2.5 quake.
Okay.
And that's something that people felt around here. That was
Well,
so,
Bob, I don't want to, poo-poo this, but I was in Los Angeles in '94, in about 2 miles from the Northridge earthquake, and that was a 7 point something. And let me tell you, I thought the whole building was coming down. And but I understand it's a big event for
Yeah.
Mariposites, Mariposians. I'm new here, so I'm just
Well,
telling you.
last Sunday.
I appreciate it.
Last Sunday we got a little shake.
Okay.
What about the call for artists?
Well, that's.
Yeah.
I think I have a different paper than you.
You don't have a different
I don't see a
paper.
call. Oh, okay. The 2015 Rotary
Yeah.
has their 11th annual Art and Wine Festival.
Are we dealing with different papers?
I just didn't see it. I saw the shake-up, and then I just said call for art. I didn't
You're too
really-
bashful to wear
So
your
call
mic.
for artists. What does that mean? Artists are coming to do the annual Art and Wine Festival. So
Right.
they have to submit their art. And the deadline is March 30th.
Right.
Okay, so all you
And,
artists out there.
Right. And so the Rotary Car Show, the annual Art and Wine
Okay.
Festival and whatnot, so we're calling for artists.
Okay.
The other thing is, and I know this sounds a little bit off key,
Okay.
but
Wouldn't be
we
the first
have
time.
a new Public Works Director. The first time.
No.
We have a new Public Works Director, just appointed by the Board of Supervisors.
Okay.
Tony Staubby, and he begins work on March the 2nd. And he comes to us with an amazing history. He's a military guy. He did some things with the Coast Guard and whatnot, and so
Tony, thank you for your service.
yeah, and he's going to be our new Public Works Director. And Public Works Director is kind of an important job around Mariposa County.
I'm sure
Road
people
commissioner
are
and-
worried, what's going to happen with the Ferguson slide. So he'll be a little bit involved in that.
That is not the Ferguson slide, it is the Ferguson construction project.
That's
And
right.
we're gonna be doing a show on that. We've had a conversation with our chamber folks, and
I was at that meeting, and it's exciting that the Ferguson construction site is now going to transform that area into something pretty cool.
It is really,
So
really cool.
I saw that and I was excited about it.
Okay, the big news
Yes.
is our high school sports program. I heard rumors. I missed the game, okay? But so I called up my good friend Trace DeSanders. He's the athletic director for
Right.
the Mariposa County High School.
Okay.
Here's what he said. The boys varsity team just finished an undefeated 12-0.
12-0. No losses.
12-0
Wow.
league season. They
This
are
is
now
the boys basketball.
boys back.
Okay.
Men, these are
Men.
varsity.
Varsity. Okay.
These young men have gone undefeated, and they are now going to be in the regional playoffs. And the first game is going to be this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. And if they
And that's
win
in Mariposa.
in Mariposa,
Okay, we got to get out there and support these guys.
We do, and I expect to see Go Grizzly signs all over town.
Absolutely.
And if they pull this off, the next game will be played on the 27th again here in Mariposa.
Okay.
And if they do
We got
that,
2 home games.
2 home games possibly.
Win the first one, move on from there. Okay.
And if they pull this off, they're going to the regional finals in Sacramento.
That's great.
That is major.
So everybody's
And we have
gonna
a
be
new-
here to support them.
We
Let's
have.
get out there, show
And-
your green.
And by the way, Trace told me that our wrestling team has done pretty good. They just won their 3rd consecutive league title. Our wrestlers.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Wow, that's great.
3 in a row. That is such an amazing
Three-peat.
thing. And our girls basketball team qualified for the section playoffs.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
So the
huh?
girls are
So
showing.
go
what
Grizz,
they can do.
right?
Go Grizzlies.
All right. You want to talk about what's coming up this tomorrow?
Well, and this is Thursday, the 19th. We've got the now this is in the park. the
Yeah.
Yosemite Fire and Snow Photography, which is the Horsetail Falls or Firefall. Now, where's that at?
Well, it's over there by, right near the nose of El Capitan, and,
No, where's the exhibit at? Where is that? It's in Yosemite?
It's an activity going on in Yosemite, and what happens is, this time of year,
Okay,
and we have waterfalls that are flowing after this last storm.
right.
This time of year, the sun is just right, so when the mist comes off at sunset, it turns the waterfall gold, and so it's become
Okay.
a major photography event.
So it's kind of like
We have
the
people come-
opening of duck season, but it's for shooting the fire in the snow at the Horsetail Falls. It's
Absolutely.
open season for Horsetail Falls. Okay.
Bring your camera.
I hear that Walt is an expert in photography.
He is, and not only
Did you
that,
introduce Walt to everybody?
you know,
he's our,
we
our
need, we
one of
need,
our many crew members we have here.
we need to let the world know what's going on behind the scenes, because, you know, people think it's just you and me up here.
It's not.
But this is really a
I thought
team
this was
effort.
in the
Walt, could you
basement.
put that picture up? He's gonna be bashful
Uh-oh.
about this.
Come on, Walt. You can show us.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ah, there he is.
There he is. And, that's
going on, Walt?
Jim Clatcher out there, and Walt Hebron, the guy in the black shirt there.
Yep.
He's kind of dressed like you. Did I miss the memo?
Well, you know, we're in the, the
Well,
black shirt club.
Black shirt club.
Yeah. Well, see, I have the black shirt and the white hat, and you're kind of like my opposite twin here, the black hat and the white shirt. So
It is costume. It is all about
it's
costume.
kind of like a
But-
opposites, yin and yang. You know,
Right.
good
Walt-
guy.
Walt is
don't know.
pretty special.
He is. I think Walt is. He's kind of
And-
like the third stooge, right?
Yeah, but he
Well.
won't say a word back there. That's the thing that I love about him. But if we say the wrong thing, we're out of here. You know that.
Oh yeah, I know. It's
Okay.
it's day to day with us. We're on a daily contract. I know that it can be curtains at any
So,
time.
you want to talk about the hideout?
Well, yeah, as you know, we have a lot of dining and libations in town, establishments for libations, and the Hideout is kind of a legendary landmark here in Mariposa.
It's a
If
beer
you
and
haven't
wine-
been to the
it's a-
Hideout, it's everybody's got to check it out for sure.
It's a beer and wine bar.
Yeah.
It's closed down for the season, but they have special events in there.
Right.
And on this coming Thursday, tomorrow night, they have open mic night with Tarantula.
Now, Tarantula, that's a singer, songwriter, okay, DJ.
And so there's a special thing going on downtown tomorrow night. As far as I know, that's the only live entertainment going on.
Okay.
Okay? On the 20th, as I mentioned, we've got our high school varsity wrestling tournament going on in Sonora,
Right.
and that will be Friday and Saturday.
And that's here in town.
No, this is in Sonora.
Oh, in Sonora, sorry.
Okay?
Okay.
I have to talk about the gold coin.
I've heard of the place, and a
You've been there.
regular customer there, and actually, I guess I'm a part-time employee there sometimes, huh?
Sometimes. Anyway, Cottonwood Creek is gonna be playing starting at 8:30 Friday
Okay.
night. And
We haven't
also
seen
have,
Cottonwood Creek come out. They're a great group.
we also have the Clamper Sweetheart Ball going on.
Okay.
That's gonna be going on at the fairgrounds. It's kind of a member-only event, and so I can't tell you or anybody out there in the audience too much about it. We assume that if you're a Clamper, you already got an invitation and you have your tickets.
Okay. Now this is at the
And-
fairgrounds, Mariposa
Yeah.
County Fairgrounds.
You're building A, and if you don't have your tickets, Mr. Clamper out there, well, we need to talk to you.
So
And-
clampers, you need to get a hold of Bob, and you need to get over there.
Yes,
Okay.
Saturday.
So Saturday at the Gold Coin, we've got Nathan Trujillo.
You know Nathan?
I do know Nathan.
He's a pretty talented guy.
He's a one-man show.
He is, and he's a real talented guy.
Now also, I know going on at the alley over here, another beer and wine establishment. Flora and Aaron, the owners of the alley, are doing a tap takeover. They've got Golden Road Brewing
Yeah.
coming in, and they go ahead and all 15, I think, of the taps that they have, they're all Golden Ale Brewing. So,
So
they
this-
have some good beer there. I've always gone by to see what is new on the taps over there.
Yeah.
But this will be a tap takeover, so it's just Golden Road Brewing, and that's at the alley. So it starts they open early at 1 p.m.
So this weekend, downtown Mariposa is gonna be rocking,
as usual.
as usual.
You know, people ask me all the time, what's there to do there? It's a sleepy old town. No. Come on up.
Sunday.
See.
Sunday. Have you ever heard of the Bootjack Stompers?
I have heard of them. I've been witnessed
it's
other than a couple of festivals?
It is such a fun group. They meet down at the Bootjack Stompers Hall. It's over across from the fairgrounds.
Okay.
And they're having their red, white, and blue dance from 2 to 5:30 on
And
Sunday afternoon.
Bootjack Stompers, it's kind of a country western, square dancing?
Square dancing, yeah.
A little bit
But
of...
they do line dancing
Okay,
down there and a few
yeah.
other things. But $7.50 for the admission, and it's guaranteed to be, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And that's at the Bootjack Stompers Hall at the fairgrounds?
Right.
Okay.
It's across from the fairgrounds.
Across from the fairgrounds, okay. Do they have a website or something?
They do, and I don't know
Bootjack
what.
Stompers, Google.
Yes.
Okay,
The Cousin Jack Winter Ball Scholarship fundraiser is Monday.
okay.
This is
On the 23rd.
at Building A at the fairground. And I don't have a lot of details on that. There's some posters flying around, but this is a musical scholarship for some of our young talented people. Cousin Jack, as you know, was a legendary musician around here. We've done some things with Glenn, and the idea of having this fundraiser to help sponsor some scholarships for some of our young musicians it's a
Okay.
pretty big deal.
Right? Also, I know that, and we'll get some more information for this next week, but Mike Hall, who has Sierra Wineries and the Stumble Inn, is doing a Songwriters Night. I think it's going to be on Thursday nights, so he wanted me to invite people to submit, either a couple songs on tape or come by and do an audition with Mike. So come by the Stumble Inn or Sierra Wineries and talk to Mike Hall about the Thursday night Songwriters series, he called it. So
Mike is an amazing person.
I like Mike.
Well,
I think
sometimes
he's kind of friends of ours. We have
Yeah.
we have a lot of friends in this town.
well, we have a small circle.
Yeah.
We have the high school varsity first, as I said, next Wednesday, a week from tonight.
Okay.
We have Mariposa High varsity at 7 p.m. In their first regional championship playoff
Right.
game. And,
Okay. So next Wednesday, we need to have this town green everywhere, supporting the team,
go Grizz.
and get them to the next. Get them through this game, one game at a time.
One game at a time.
All right. One
And,
quarter at a time, right?
Right. We got some really kind of important community kind of things going on, and we
Okay.
mentioned the Ferguson construction update.
Right.
But on February 24th at 2 p.m.,
Okay.
we have a presentation. The Caltrans is going to be bringing our Board of Supervisors up to date in terms of that construction project.
Okay.
And that's going to be followed up with town hall meetings that are sponsored by Caltrans. Because there's a lot of people in our community who don't know what's going on, and there's been a
Right.
lot of stories spread around, and actually some bad information, and so Caltrans is going to be talking about it. We hope to be doing a show with the supervisor.
Okay.
After the board presentation, and in addition to that, I hope to have one of the Caltrans reps here on our Old Town show to talk about what they're doing.
So let's
But
get the
town hall-
information straight from the
From
source.
the horse's mouth.
Okay, and the horse's
But at any rate, the first town hall meeting will be on March the 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Board of Supervisors Chamber.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be up in El Portel, and that'll be March the 4th, the following day.
Okay.
And that'll be at 7 p.m. up at the multi-purpose room in El Portel.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
That sounds like a lot of information that we need to be there and find out what's going on.
This thing is kind of dragging on, and we've kind of gone over our timeline for budget, but there's a couple of high spots I want to hit here.
Okay.
February 26th.
So this is okay, coming up soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so,
That's soon.
whoa, Mariposa High School FFA Donkey Basketball Fundraiser.
Okay.
The tip-off is at 6:30. The tickets are $7, and you can contact the high school. I think there's some other tickets sources around, but it's certainly on the website.
Now, donkey basketball, that's where they have the actual donkeys on the court,
Yes.
and people riding them and playing basketball.
And
Just
and
like
I
was
have it on
in my
good,
mind that I pictured.
I have it on a good source that Walt will not be riding one of those donkeys.
Okay.
It's a local team,
Okay.
and Anyway, we also have on the 28th Habitat for Humanity. The folks from the Habitat for Humanity will be on the show to talk about this event, but they
Okay.
have a Tour de Habitat stationary bike event, and it's a fundraiser for their home. And you know, the Habitat for Humanity, they build homes for people,
Right.
and they've got 3 or 4 of them now. The Arts Council, this is the big deal. We are going into, on March 12th, the Mariposa County Arts Council's 2nd annual Story Slam. And this is,
What is the story slam about?
it's sort of like, you know, the Storytelling Festival? Have
I
you ever
do.
heard of that?
I have seen the storytelling festival.
Have you been to it?
I have been there, and it's pretty fun.
Did you know that really started out as kind of a local talent show?
Yeah.
We have some incredible storytellers here in Mariposa. And so originally, many years ago, the storytelling thing was kind of a local thing, and they brought in some other people, and it's grown
Okay.
into a big deal. The Storytelling Festival itself is on March 13th and 15th. But we have the Arts Council Story Slam, which is more of a local talent thing.
Okay.
And March 6th and 7th, Brian Starchman, you know that guy?
I do know Brian.
Well, Brian is an amazing talent, and he directs the Mariposa County High School Drama Club.
And he's also an English teacher, right?
He's also an English teacher.
Yeah, I know Brian.
But he's going to be doing the high school drama class, 101 Dalmatians.
Right. Yes, and that is what date is the
That's going to be on
March 6th and 7th. Okay.
March 6th
And that's up at the
7th.
high school.
Up at the high school.
Okay.
And so we have plenty of time. We'll talk about that more.
Okay.
On March 6th, I want people to be, I don't have much trouble having half the town show up in Cornitos on March the 6th. But the other half should be aware of it, because on March the 6th, it's the 64th annual Cornitos Enchilada Feed. Have you ever been to the Enchilada Feed?
I have not, but I like enchiladas.
Well, these
So,
are awesome.
I think I'll be there.
It's the Cornitos Patrons Club, and they have this event every year. This is a 64th.
What time does that start? About what time?
It starts in the afternoon, and I don't have the exact time. We'll be talking more about it, but it's it starts at about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And
Okay.
they have great shows, outdoor shows.
Really?
It's quite an event. So just keep that in mind. Don't
Okay.
anybody plan on leaving town.
March 6th. I'll be there.
Okay. I have a bunch of other things on here,
Okay.
and I don't think we have time to get through them all. We've probably bored people to death. So
Well, we gotta save
but
something for the next show, right?
We do.
Okay.
But maybe what I should be doing is talking to you about this Matuka thing coming up.
Matuka.
Yeah, Matuka. That's eclampus vitus.
Okay.
We're the
Tell me about the
Matuka chapter.
clampers.
It's an organization that I would think you should seriously consider belonging to. We don't,
Okay.
to be honest with you, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but recruiting a member, because we don't have a surfer in our organization.
Uh-oh.
And if we had a surfer, I think the Matuka would be a much better
There may be a
organization.
problem. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. It might be a bit of a problem, but you can work your way through it.
Okay.
These guys are kind of cowboys.
Well, I got my hat, you know.
Yeah, well, you're halfway there. At any rate, you know, we even got a chuckle out of Walt. Walt wants
Walt?
to go home. So we're
Walt, do you
gonna,
want to go surfing with me, Walt?
Sure.
At Santa Cruz or Huntington Beach? Where do you want to go?
well, you know, I'm trying to recruit Walt into the Clampers as well.
Oh, okay.
I think the 3 of us work together really well.
We can have a clamper surf day.
Yeah, I think that would work out really
I want to
well.
see Bob
With
on a
our-
surford.
With our red shirts and our, you know,
Red
Bob,
wetsuits.
Bob has been on a surfboard.
Have you?
Yes,
Where at?
I was born and raised in Ventura. I didn't mention that.
No. What? We're finding out the real story
The
behind the
real-
Bob Borchard legend.
Well, the Bob Borchard legend. Boy, yes.
And when are we going to hear about the tunnels under the streets here?
Well, that'll be for another day.
That's more legendary behind the scenes.
Well, actually, there's more legend there than there is fact, but that's okay. We'll talk about that.
Who said anything about facts? I want the legend.
Well, I guess that's a wrap-up signal. You see what
Okay,
he does
yeah,
this? That means
I thought
we've run out of time.
I thought he was, stirring his coffee.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun though.
Yes,
and
thank
I
you for
hope,
having me
and I
again.
hope you folks out there have enjoyed this. This is our first effort at trying to give people in town an update of what's going on. And for the world out there, this is internet accessible. This really is a slice of life in Old Town Mariposa.
This is what we do every day, all day. This is what's up in Mariposa.
It is what's up in Mariposa. And Scott?
It's what's up in Old Town Mariposa.
Well, around Old Town Mariposa. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us,
Thank you.
and hope to see you again next week.
Come on up and see us.